Hey Internet, welcome to Thermodynamics tutorial. This is a made-up question not found in your textbooks. With a container with a volume of 3 foot cubed that holds 1 pound mass of water if the pressure is 100 psia, pounds per square inch absolute. Find the total internal energy and enthalpy of the water in the container. Step 1, draw your free body diagram, your FBD. This will help you visualize the problem. So container with water, it's 100 psia in pressure. It's 3 foot cubed in volume. Step 2, list all the given variables, find the unknown. Alright, so we want the total internal energy and enthalpy. So that's capital U and capital H. Step 3, find the total internal energy formula. So capital U is equal to mass, which is given, which is 1 pound mass. And the little u is the specific internal energy. So step 4, we want to find the specific internal energy formula. So little u is equal to UF plus quality, which is X, multiplied by UFG. So for UF and UFG, we can go to the table. For quality, we need to figure that out. So step 5, find the quality formula. So X is quality is equal to specific volume, which we need to find, and the specific volume of fluid, and VFG we can find in the table. So first we need to find the specific volume. So step 6, find the specific volume formula. So little v is specific volume is equal to the actual volume divided by mass. So they give us both in the question. So step 7, find the specific volume. 3 foot cubed divided by 1 pound mass. That gives us 3 foot cubed per pound mass. Now step 8, go to your water property table. Note this is a custom property table to solve this question. Okay, you can search on Google. If you got the real textbook or PDF, go to the back of the textbook to find your appropriate property table for water that is in imperial/US customary/English units. Okay, and since they give us the 100 psia, you go to the pressure table. So here are the values. You will have more information than this. Okay, so step 9, find the quality. So we just plug and play. We get the values from the table, and the specific volume is what we just found in step 7. So our quality is 0.6754. There's no units, as you can see the units cancel out. Step 10, find the specific internal energy. Once again, we just plug and play. So these values are found in your property table under internal energy. So just match the corresponding UF and UFG. If you do not have UFG, what you need to do is have UG minus UF. For the textbooks that are older, so 20 to 30 years ago, so 1990 and below, so 1990, 1989 and below, may not have UFG. So you may need to figure that out. So in the specific volume case, they don't have UFG. So what you do is VG minus VF, as you can see. Okay. So coming back to step 10, the specific internal energy is 843.4 .433 British thermal units per pound mass. Okay, step 11, find the total internal energy. So 1 pound mass multiplied by 843.433 BTU per lbm. So it is just 843.433 BTU. Okay, so the question made it nice to solve. If this was a higher mass, you just multiply the different mass with the specific internal energy. Okay, so now let's find the total enthalpy formula, so capital H. So it's mass multiplied by the specific enthalpy. So step 13, find the specific enthalpy formula. So little h is equal to HF plus quality multiplied by HFG. So these values can be found in your property table. So step 14, find the specific enthalpy. We're just going to plug and play. Quality is the same for both. So we're just going to use the quality from step 9. So right here. Okay. So just plug and play, you get 898.933 BTU per lbm. So why do we use the same quality? So there's no phase change. It's just inside the container and it's at that pressure. So it doesn't change in temperature. So there's no phase change and the pressure remains constant. So that's why we use the same quality. Okay, so now that we've got our specific enthalpy, step 15, we can now find the total enthalpy, so capital H. So mass multiplied by specific enthalpy. So we will get 898.933 BTU, British thermal units. Disclaimers, the method is correct, however, I do make calculation mistakes. I encourage you to solve it yourself and see if you get the same answer. Now, before we leave, I highly encourage you to save this video onto your PC just in case this video or channel gets taken down. While I follow all copyright laws, sometimes things happen. If you're on a Mac, you can use the Mac equivalent of snipping tool. If you never used snipping tool before, follow these instructions. Click on the icon in your taskbar. If it's not in your taskbar, go to your Windows search, type in snipping tool, open up the program. Once open, click on video option, click on new. Left click and drag the rectangle to cover the YouTube screen. Hit the start button in snipping tool, wait for the countdown, hit the replay button on YouTube, let the video finish, hit the red square in snipping tool to stop recording and then save your video. Thanks for watching, hope you had a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe, share with your friends, because this is a made up question so they probably won't be able to find it. If you got questions, comments, or if you find a mistake in the video, leave it in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you want to support me, become a member or drop a super thanks. Until next time, see ya.